Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, basketball fans across the province of British Columbia. My name is Justin Silpico, and welcome inside the Langley Event Center South Court. We're getting ready for the quarterfinals of the BC 2A High School Boys Basketball Championships. Tonight we have the Langley Christian Lightning, the hometown Lightning, facing off against the St. Mike's Blue Jags. Langley coming into the tournament with the 3rd seed. Meanwhile, St. Mike's coming in to the tournament with the 11th seed. Both teams, of course, coming off of wins on the first day of the tournament. Langley Christian defeating Lambrick by a score of 75-60 last night. Meanwhile, St. Mike's defeated the Britannia Bruins by a score of 49-46 yesterday. The last game for the Blue Jags, shooting wasn't too well. They shot 31.7% success rate for field goals, and their 3-point attempts were 3 for 21. Prior to the provincial championship, they placed second in the Vancouver Island Zone tournament. They lost 70-70 to Brentwood College in the final game. Keep in mind, though, that for SMUS, last year they did not qualify. They lost to Sahali in a wild card crossover. St. Mike's looking to keep their winning ways alive in advance to the finals in this year's edition of the tournament. They're trying to make it 4 for 5 in the past 5 seasons. Meanwhile, for Langley Christian, last night a 75-60 win over Lambrick. Dismal season last year. They finished 14th, and now they finished atop the Fraser Valley standings, and they seeded 3rd. And they're looking to Cole Addison and Asher Mayan, both Fraser Valley MVPs, to contribute to their scoring ways. We're going to step aside for the starting lineups. We're going to get set up for the Langley Christian Lightning and the St. Mike's Blue Jags here at the Langley Event Center. Langley Christian starting with an all-senior lineup, except for Jonas Van Hoosen, who's a junior on the team. Joining him on the starting lineup is Castelline, Simon, Mayan, and Addison. And meanwhile, for St. Mike's, it's Tristan Kuhn, Ty Olenek, Noah Hellman, Will Kinahan, and Carter Fry. The hometown Lightning are going from broadcast left to right in their designated home whites with black and green trim. Meanwhile, for St. Mike's, they're going from broadcast right to left in their road blues with white and red trim. Referee has the ball at center as Hellman and Addison go for the tip-off, and we are underway here from the South Court at LEC. Quarterfinal action in the 2A draw. Winner will move on to the semis and face the winner of the George Elliott DP Todd game going on later tonight as the Langley opens up the scoring here. This quarterfinal matchup. St. Mike's now looking to catch up. This is Fry. They'll swing it over the near side to Kuhn. Tristan Kuhn up top for Olenek. Olenek driving, goes to the outside. 3-shot, no good from Will Kinahan. Langley recovers. Back the other way over the line is Mayan, who drives to Simon. Walks the baseline, tried to swing it up top of the paint there, but St. Mike's will bring it back the other way. Tristan Kuhn stopping up underneath the basket, lets a shot go, kisses the glass and sinks it, tied game 2-2. 45 seconds elapsed here in this first quarter of play. Langley now with the ball. This is Van Hoosen, the 6 foot, 145 senior. Give and go to Simon, stopping up. Near side for Addison. Addison gives it to Mayan. Asher Mayan at the top of the arc to Addison. Addison lets a shot fly, and he sinks it to make it 4-2. Mayan and Addison, you're going to see that connection a lot as they combined for 42 points in last night's win over Lambert Park. St. Mike's now with possession. This is Kinahan to Kuhn, driving the basket, lets a shot fly, but it's an offensive foul. No basket as Tristan Kuhn will draw the match's first foul of the game. As Langley now will inbound it. Mayan connects with Simon as he brings it over center. He's being shadowed there by Kuhn. Simon still holding. Will rifle it over to Van Hoosen. Van Hoosen on the far side tried to connect with Castelline. He does, loses the ball in the paint under the basket. They're gonna call it a football, and it's gonna go against Langley as St. Mike's will get the ball back here with 8:22 to go in this first quarter of play. Foul count 1-0 against St. Mike's as they bring it over center. This is Carter Fry. Fry stopping up, gives it to Kinahan. Well, Kinahan up top. This is Hellman. Hellman at the top of the key. Will try to move to the middle. Block shot there from Cole Addison with that 6'4" frame. Whistle blown here. Whistle blown here as the shot clock was inadvertently reset, so play will have to restart on the near side. 14 seconds on the shot clock, back on. Kuhn holding the ball, inbounds to Olenek. Ty Olenek, a senior with the Blue Jags. Gives it to Kinahan, swings it over to Fry. Fry stops up, Kuhn now holding on the near side, being shadowed by Simon. He connects with Hellman up top. And time will expire as St. Mike's could not capitalize on the shortened shot clock. And the ball will be turned over to Langley as they inbound. 7:46 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Score 4-2 in favor of the hometown Langley Christian Lightning. Van Hoosen almost bobbled the ball, he gets it back. He finds Mayan. Mayan up top with the arc will swing it to the near side to Addison. Addison running the baseline, being shadowed by Kuhn. As a great defensive effort there from Tristan Kuhn. Sees Cole Addison step out on the baseline, and the Jags will get the ball back here. 7.5 to go in this first quarter. Justin Solpica with you here in the Langley Event Center South Court quarterfinal action at the BC AA High School Boys Basketball Championships. Of course, you're watching this on TFSE TV. At the top of the arc is Fry trying to get around Van Hoosen, drawing a foul in the process. And that will be Langley's first foul of the quarter, as the count is 1-1. St. Mike's with the ball back once again. Tristan Kuhn connects with Olenek and bounds it. Olenek being shadowed here by Mayan. He connects with Kuhn near side now for Fry. Fry looking 9 to shoot. Up top for Olenek. Olenek stopping up, gives it to Kinahan on the far side, driving the baseline, gets a shot on. They'll draw a foul in the process. 2:58 elapsed here in this first quarter of play as Will Kinahan will go to the line to shoot for 2 here. He sinks the first one, and that brings the Blue Jags within 1 here early on in the first quarter. His second shot will fall as we have a tie game here with 7:02 to go. Langley inbounds. Van Hoosen. Now Mayan being double teamed, he lobs it over the line to Addison. Cole Addison connects with Simon. 20 to shoot. Simon hovering around, finds Addison once again. Addison connects with Simon, who plays it up top there for Van Hoosen. Jonah Van Hoosen over to Cole Addison. Van Hoosen now. 6 to shoot for the Langley Lightning. Driving to the basket is Mayan. Outside for Simon for a 3 shot, no good, but it does hit the rim. But it won't matter on that shot clock as SMUS will bring it back the other way. Olenek trying to dance his way through, denied by Van Hoosen. Back the other way comes Mayan. Mayan driving to the basket. No good as he draws a offensive foul. The foul will go against him. And SMUS will get the ball back once again here. 6:21 remaining here in this first quarter. It's the third-seeded Langley Christian Lightning up against the number 11 St. Mike's Blue Jags from the island. Kuhn lobs it to Fry, who connects with Kinnan on the near side for Ty Olenek. Olenek up top for Fry, who lets a three go, and he sinks it. Fry lets one fly, and it's a 7-4 game in favor of the Blue Jags. Fry, who scored 13 points in yesterday's victory over Britannia, puts his club up 7-4 with 5:50 remaining in this first quarter. Langley now with the ball. Mayan with a shot there. The three won't fall, but they regain possession. Castelline under the basket up top for Van Hoosen, but he's going to be called for a travel. 5:40 remaining here in the first. The ball's at the baseline. This is Carter Fry, the 6'3", 175 junior. They'll move him to the sidelines right in front of his bench. He'll inbound for Tristan Kuhn. Kuhn will give it to Olenek up top for Kinahan. Next with Fry, working that perimeter, 20 to shoot for the Blue Jags. Noah Hellman now. Hellman down low for Fry. Pardon me, that's Kinahan. Kinahan lets a shot go, but it gets blocked by both Addison and Castellinen. Langley back the other way. Van Hoosen up top for Simon, who swings it into the near corner for Addison. Addison holding on, gives it to Simon. Simon looks to drive to the basket, gets denied, blocked simultaneously by both Hellman and Kuhn. And back the other way comes Hellman. Driving, denied. Langley now with the ball back once again. Asher Mayan over center, trying to dance his way through, denied there by Carter Fry. He's going to bring it back all the way by himself, gets around Addison, and sinks the basket to make it a 9-4 game. Van Hoosen now over center, slow. He's being watched there by Kinahan. Van Hoosen now. Simon on the far side up top for Van Hoosen. He'll swing it over to Mayan. Mayan holding on, gets tangled up with Olenek there, but Olenek's going to be called the foul there for the foul there. 18 on the shot clock, 4.5 to go. Simon will be subbed out in favor of Justin Ghost. Ghost last night was at the line 4 for 5. As Langley inbounds, Van Hoosen now with the ball, 13 to shoot for the Lightning. Down low for Castelline. Castelline, 6 to shoot, still being shadowed there by Hellman. He gets it to Van Hoosen. 2 to shoot, now he lets one go. Bit of a Hail Mary attempt, but it won't count for 11 to go in this first as Langley throws away that chance. And the Blue Jags now get the ball back. Fry and Kuhn will bring it over center. Olenek now with the ball, near side for Kinahan, being shadowed there by Castelline, up top for Kuhn. Kuhn stopping, 4 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Into the middle there for Hellman, and draws the foul in the process. It's going to go against Addison, and coming into the game here as a sub for Addison will be number 13, Hamish Park, a senior for the Lightning. Hamish Park, one of 8 seniors on this Lightning roster. As Hellman tries to extend the Blue Jags' lead, he will by 1. It makes it a 10-4 game. Foul count 4-2 against Langley Christian. Hellman for his second, no good, loose ball, and SMUS will regain possession. They will recover. Kuhn calls for it up top, he will get it. Holding now being shadowed by Goes. He gives it to Olenek up top there for Kinahan, swinging it around into the middle for Olenek. Olenek bounce pass intended for Hellman, short, but it will go off the leg there of Asher Mayan, and SMUS will collect 15 on the shot clock as Kinahan is at the baseline here. Bounce pass below the net for Fry, and he'll sink it. That makes it 12-4 here with 3.5 remaining in this first quarter of play. Langley now down by 8. Driving to the basket is Mayan, gets denied. We'll give it to Caleb Castelline, who sinks it as they claw within 6. St. Mike's with the doubling up now on the Lightning. They're holding on. This is Kinahan. Being covered, watched there by Park. He gives it to Hellman. Hellman driving to the basket himself. Can't get it to sink. The Lightning now bring it back the other way. This is Mayan over center. Driving to the basket, dances around Olenek, and scores 12-8 the score, under 3 to go. Both teams still holding on to both timeouts, with no obvious need for them so early on in the game. Kuhn now, watched by Goes. He'll give it to Fry. Fry gets denied in his tracks there by Castelline. Lang will bring it back the other way, driving to the basket. Van Hoosen, he'll sink it, and that makes it a 12-10 game. Langley within 2, and just like that, SMUS will concede the first timeout of the match. As Langley has clawed their way back, it's a 2-point game here in the first quarter. You're watching BC High School basketball. It's the AA quarterfinal draw between the St. Mike's Blue Jags and the Langley Christian Lightning. Justin Silpico with you here at the LEC South Court. You're watching on TFSE TV. To 10 the score. St. Mike's University leads the Langley Christian Lightning. Justin Silpico with you here at the Langley Event Center South Court. March Madness in BC is in full swing. Day 2 of the BC High School Basketball Provincial Championships. AA quarterfinal action. Under 2.5 to go here. St. Mike's with the ball. Fry connects with Kinahan. He'll swing that over to Olenek on the near side. Up top for Fry once more. He gives it to Olenek. Olenek stops up at the top of the key. Lets a shot fly. Bounces off the rim. Langley will get possession back. Not before Kuhn draws a foul as Langley was trying to move up court. They will get stopped in their tracks though. 2:07 the time stopped on the clock. So Langley will get a chance to inbound on the near side. In front of a sizable fan contingency here at the South Court. Some Langley Christian, presumably fans and friends, have made the long trek out from Murrayville here to Walnut Grove. Under 2 to go here in the first quarter. Langley with the ball. This is Van Hoosen holding. He's being shadowed there by Kinahan. He connects with Justin Goes into the far corner for Park. Outside for Van Hoosen. 7 to shoot for the Lightning. Van Hoosen still on the ball. Elects to drive it to the basket himself, and he'll sink it. Tie game here in the late stages of the first quarter. St. Mike's now with the ball. Fry over center. Near side. Fry. There for Kinahan. To the paint for Hellman. 10 to shoot. He lets a shot go. No foul on the play. As Hellman and Castelline are fighting for the ball. It's a foul drawn against St. Mike's. As we have 1:14 to go here in this first quarter. Langley with the ball behind their own baseline. Jonas Van Hoosen, now number 5 for the Lightning, will bring this over center. He's a junior, as he's being watched by another junior, Kinahan. He finds Asher Mayan. Mayan walking that baseline, gets stopped in his tracks by Olenek. He plays it onto the near side to Castelline. Up top for Van Hoosen, 14 to shoot. We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Mayan trying to drive his way through. He plays it outside there goes for 3, no good. It falls and St. Mike's collects. This is Olenek over center. He'll stop up. 25 seconds on the shot clock. 42 left here in the first. Carter Fry. St. Mike's now with the ball. Near side, Kinahan into the middle there for Carter Fry, who lets the ball fall. 14 to 12. St. Mike's leads by 2. Shot clock off. Last call here in this first quarter. Langley over center. Van Hoosen finds Mayan. As they're going to elect to try and get the last shot of this quarter here. Van Hoosen being watched there by Olenek. Van Hoosen with 5 seconds left at the top of the key. Outside for goes. Lets a three fall, no good. As the score after the first quarter is St. Mike's 14 and Langley Christian 12. You are watching BC High School Provincial Basketball Tournament, the boys draw, of course. It's double A quarterfinal action here at the LEC South Court between the Langley Christian Lightning and the St. Mike's Blue Jags. Justin Solfika with you here on TFSE TV. Justin Solfika back with you here at the LEC South Court, Langley Christian, St. Mike's University. So taking a look at the have a sheet for the first quarter stats here. The leading scorer for the Langley Christian Lightning, Caleb Castelline, or pardon me, Jonas Van Hoosen, 4 points under his belt. Meanwhile, for St. Mike's, it's Carter Fry, 9 points to his name as we are underway here in the second quarter. St. Mike's with the ball. This is Will Kinahan being watched there by Park as he almost gave it away, but it's recovered by Izzy Hellman, who will stop up at the top of the arc. Good recovery there from Hellman. Carter Fry with a three chance, no good. It falls to Mayan for the Lightning, and he'll bring it back the other way. He'll run up court. He'll find Van Hoosen. Down low there for Park. Outside for Van Hoosen. He's being watched by Carter Fry. Van Hoosen will chip it over to Park. Park stopping up. Up top for Van Hoosen. Down low there for Castelline. He lets a shot fly off the glass and into the net. 14-14, opening up the scoring here in the second quarter. Ty Olenek now with the ball. Connects with Izzy Hellman. Up top for Fry. Far side for Kinahan. Park Jin-woo now with the ball. Fry, 13 to shoot for the Jags. Fry swings it over to Olenek for three here. That one's good, and that extends the St. Mike's lead. That makes it 17-14. Langley Christian holding. This is Van Hoosen. On the near side there for Justin Goes. Goes up top for Van Hoosen. Far side, Mayan. Mayan holding 12 to shoot. He'll drive to the basket himself. Underneath for Castelline, and he will sink it. And that pulls Langley Christian within one. Will Kinahan, near side Carter Fry. Fry up top for Jin-woo Park. Park, a 6'2", 200 senior, will find Izzy Hellman. Hellman tried to stop up, but he'll get called as the whistle will blow and play will be overturned. Foul against Izzy Hellman. And with that, Langley Christian will concede a timeout. Coming in back into the game, Cole Addison and Erman Simon for the Lightning. You're watching BC AA High School Boys Provincial Championships on TFSE TV. BC High School Boys Provincial Basketball Championships, AA Tournament. Langley Christian, St. Mike's, Justin Salpico with you. LEC South Court is the location. As St. Mike's leads only by 1, 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter, 17-16 the score. As we're gonna get play back underway, Asher Mine will inbound to Ermin Simon, fresh off of the bench. Simon now with the ball, top for Park. Park holding, finds Simon. Simon being shadowed there by Kinahan. He'll fire it over to Mayan. Mayan for 3 here, in and out, no good. Recovered by Kinahan, St. Mike's back the other way. Kinahan will leave it for Fry. Fry over to Izzy Hellman. Near side for Olenek, looking for someone to connect to. He'll find Fry down low. Fry being double teamed here. 15 to shoot for the Blue Jags. Olenek now trying to dance his way around Mayan. Up top for Hellman. For 3 here, no good. Recovered by St. Mike's. Olenek almost got a shot on there, but Langley Christian will recover. Simon over center. He'll stop up. Looking for someone to connect with here. 7:10 to go in the second. Simon not finding those angles. Still holding on to that ball. He finally connects with Goes. Court wide there for Mayan. Driving to the basket. Just flutters over the empty hoop. St. Mike's back the other way now. Driving is Fry. He draws a foul. 6:51 to go here in the second, and coming into the game as a sub here. Or not before. The sub here will be Noah Hellman. As at the line shooting for 2 here will be Carter Fry. Fry can't sink the first one. Try and go for a second here, and he can't get the second one to fall either, so no good on both free throw attempts for Carter Fry. Langley now with the ball here. Simon gets stopped up there by Ty Olenek, but him and the Lightning will recover as it went off the foot of St. Mike's. And coming into the game off the bench for Langley is Jonas Van Hoosen. 6:43 to go here in the second quarter, 17-16, the Jags lead. Simon inbounds to Van Hoosen. Jonah Van Hoosen driving to the basket, lets a shot fly, no good. Loose ball, and it's recovered by St. Mike's. Back the other way with speed is Kinahan. Head manned up for Olenek, who goes for the easy layup to make it 19-16. Langley inbounding, Simon draws a foul. And it'll go against Will Kinahan, who is shadowing Simon that whole way through. Under 6.5 to go here in this second quarter. Simon will try again to inbound. He'll connect with Goes, who plays it back to Simon, who gives it to Van Hoosen, who will bring it over center. Van Hoosen being shadowed by Ty Olenek. Van Hoosen trying to spin his way around. Near corner for Simon, driving the baseline. Inadvertently gives it to Park. For 3 here for Goes. Can't get it to fall. It's picked up by Kinahan and the Jags. Near side, Olenek for 3 here, no good. Loose ball as it's being chased into the far corner. And they're going to say that Izzy Hellman brought it out of bounds, and Langley will get the ball back here. Coming into the game was Asher Mayan, the Fraser Valley zone MVP. 6'4", 175 senior, checking back into the match. Under 6 to go here in this second quarter, 19-16 the score. Holding is Van Hoosen, near side for Mayan. Mayan being stopped up by Hellman. Mayan under the basket there for Park. First shot won't go, the second shot will. And it's a 1-point game once again. Fry. Kinahan now near side. Olenek will swing that into the middle for Fry. Bumps, shakes off Van Hoosen, but can't get the shot to fall. Langley back the other way now. Mayan's got Fry on his tail. He'll stop up. He'll give it to Van Hoosen. Jonah Van Hoosen driving to the baseline. Plays it into the near corner for Addison. Van Hoosen once again with the ball. 16 to shoot. He'll connect with Mayan. Mayan, Van Hoosen for 3 here. gets it to fall, and Langley with the lead here with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. St. Mike's over center, Fry to Izzy Hellman, swings it to Olenek. Far side Kinahan being shadowed by Simon. To Olenek, 50 to shoot for the Blue Jags. Up top for Noah Hellman. Hellman into the middle for Izzy. Can't get a shot to fall, draws the foul anyway. .4:35 to go here in this second. Izzy Hellman at the line for two. Coming into the match will be Caleb Castellainen for Langley. In relief for Hamish Park. Izzy Hellman now with a chance to try and get SMUS back within a tie. Can't get the first one to sink, so he'll have to settle for just one chance. Hellman getting an earful here from the Langley Christian faithful. Can't get the second one to fall. Ball recovered by Asher Mayen. He'll find Van Hoosen over center. 4.5 to go here in this second. Addison, Van Hoosen tried to fire it into the middle for Castellainen, but the pass was just too hot to handle, so St. Mike's will get this ball back. 4:23 to go. 21-19 the score. Langley Christian holding on to a 2-point lead. Carter Fry finds Kinahan. Olenek now being watched by Mayen. Into the middle there, pass intended for Carter Fry. Steps out of bounds in the process, and Langley Christian will get this ball back. 4:08 to go here in the second period, or pardon me, second quarter. As Van Hoosen receives the inbound pass. Over center, being watched by Kinahan. He connects with Mayen on the near side, almost lost it, finds his man. Played back to Mayen. Mayen with 15 to shoot, swings it over to Van Hoosen. Van Hoosen for three here, he sinks another one. And that makes it 24-19. Langley Christian leads with just under 4 to go, and St. Mike's will concede their final timeout of the quarter. Langley Christian on a scoring spree here. The score 24-19 for the hometown Lightning. Justin Solpica with you here at the LEC South Court. It's BC Boys AA action. Quarterfinal, the quarterfinals. LCS leads. (24-19) the score in favor of the hometown Langley Lightning. 19 the score for the visiting St. Mike's Blue Jags. Winner of this game will play the winner of the George Elliott DP Todd game happening later tonight here at the LEC South Court. But for now, 3:50 to go here in the second quarter, 3:50 before halftime. Fry now holding the ball. Receives a pass from Kinahan. Fry can't quite crack the inside. He'll swing it over to Olenek. Olenek's still outside the arc. Finds Hellman. Hellman driving into the middle. Plays it outside for Izzy Hellman. For three, no good. Loose ball picked up by Mayen. Back the other way. He'll head man it to Castelline. Lets a shot go. Can't get it to fall. Rebound picked up by Mayen under the basket. He'll sink it. And that makes it 26-19. Langley out of the timeout, still on their scoring spree. St. Mike's now. Fry up top for Olenek, down low there for Hellman on the near side. He connects with Fry. Fry holding, being watched by Van Hoosen, gets away from him. Hellman walking the baseline under the basket for Noah Hellman. Can't get it to fall. Loose ball picked up by Simon with speed over center. Simon for Langley driving the basket. Offensive foul. The ball will fall. It was a bit of a swirler shot, but Simon draws the offensive foul with that burst of speed down the court. 2:46 to go. The score will stay put at 26-19. And checking into the game now for Simon will be Justin Goes. St. Mike's will inbound on the near side. Tristan Kuhn connecting with Carter Fry. Fry, the tallest of the Blue Jags at 6'3". Izzy Hellman in the near corner for three. He'll sink that one. And that makes it 26-22. St. Mike's within 4 with 2.5 to go. Langley Christian now with the ball. Asher Mayan on the baseline. No good on the shot. St. Mike's back the other way. Tristan Kuhn over center, stopping up. He's being watched by Goes. Will drive it to the basket himself, and he'll let it sink. 26-24. St. Mike's now within 2. Van Hoosen trying to shake off Olenek. He connects with Castelline. Caleb Castelline back to Van Hoosen into the middle for Addison. Swings it into the middle for his man Castelline, and Langley Christian now ahead by 4, under 2 to go. Kuhn stopping up in the shadow of Goes. He'll play it to the outside for Hellman. Can't get this 3 to fall. Loose ball recovered by the Jags. They get it to Olenek. Into the middle for Noah Hellman. Hellman to Izzy. Driving the baseline. Tried to find Noah. He does. Gets the ball back. Played outside to Olenek. 18 to shoot here for Noah Hellman. He'll sink the shot. 28-26. St. Mike's once again within 2. Van Hoosen over center. Trying to shake off Olenek. He will. He'll get it to Mayan on the near side. Mayan for 3 here. No good. Just short. Picked up by Olenek, who will headman that to Kuhn. Kuhn holding. Swings it to Olenek on the near side for 3. Gets it to fall. And St. Mike's now finding themselves ahead under 1 to go. And that will see the Lightning concede their final timeout of the half. A 3-point chance from Ty Olenek makes the score 29-28 in favor of the visitors, the St. Mike's Blue Jags, in AA quarterfinal action. Justin Salfico back here with you at the LEC South Court. A tight game throughout this first half. 1 point separates the 11th seeded St. Mike's Blue Jags and the 3rd seeded Langley Christian Lightning. 53.6 to go here in the first half. Langley inbounds. Holding it is Van Hoosen. Slow to start the breakout here. Van Hoosen up top for Castelline. Castelline holding, plays it back to Van Hoosen. Down low there for Addison. Play stopped here as an offensive foul will be called against Asher Mayan. And checking in now to the game for St. Mike's will be Will Kinahan. And also coming into the game will be Ermin Simon checking in. He was a bit too late on the sub, so we'll have to wait for the next whistle. 35 to go here in this first half. A shot from Carter Fry, can't sink it. St. Mike's recovers, block chance there from Jonas Van Hoosen, and Langley now will try and get one last shot on here, trailing by 1, 20 seconds to go. And number 20 is holding, it's Asher Mayan. They're just gonna run down the clock here, the Lightning. Mayan trying to make some space here, being watched by Hellman. Mayan driving to the basket, stops up. Trying to get a shot to fall, no good, loose ball. And we picked up by St. Mike's. Time for one last chance, no good. As Kinahan can't get the shot to fall in time, and it will stay put. The score 29-28 after 2 quarters of play It's the number 11 St. Mike's with a 1-point advantage over the number 3 Langley Christian Lightning. 8 minutes on the half. We're going to step aside, take a breather. You're watching the BC High School Boys Provincial Basketball Championships on TFSE TV. It's the AA quarterfinal draw between St. Mike's and Langley Christian.
Coach, white ball coming in. Thanks, appreciate it.
Teams are just getting warmed up for the second half. Justin Zolpica with you here at the Langley Event Center South Court, Day 2, game number 15 of the BC Boys Double-A draw. It's the number 11 St. Mike's Blue Jags leading the Langley Christian Lightning 29-28. The margin has been close throughout this match. We're going to take a quick look at the, well, not necessarily the out of town, but the scores in the Double-A draw from earlier today. First game of day number 2, bright and early, 8:30 in the morning. WJ Mowat defeated Mount Baker 96-59. Kitsilano defeated Belmont 74-53. Vancouver College Fighting Irish defeated the Walnut Grove Gators 79-66. West Van over North Peace 80-63. And in the quarterfinal championship draw, Terry Fox over Oak Bay 100-66. And Kelowna over Heritage Woods 84-77. So that means that Terry Fox will meet Kelowna in the semifinal. And in this game here, the winner of this match will face either DP Todd or George Elliott, and that game will be coming up right after this LCS St. Mike's game. Of course, you can catch that game and all games right here on TFSE TV. As the teams are just about to get set for the second half. Teams will be switching sides here. Langley Christian going from broadcast right to left, and St. Mike's going from broadcast left to right as we are underway here in the second half. 1 point separating these two teams as we speak. Simon with the ball. He's going to try and drive to the basket, and he'll get it to fall. Ermin Simon opens up the scoring here in the third quarter. Ermin Simon with a burst of speed there to split the defense and put Langley up by 1. Now St. Mike's looking to respond here. A 3-ball from Olenek, no good. Recovered by St. Mike's. But they're going to say that they're going to turn the ball over here. Langley with possession back once again. Simon holding. Trying to get around Kuhn, he will, and he'll sink it again. Ermin Simon back-to-back field goals. 32-29 the score. St. Mike's now, Carter Fry with 3 there. And there's a response from that Blue Jags squad. Score now tied 32-32. LCS now with the ball, Van Hoosen. Being watched by Kinahan. He connects with Asher Mayen. Mayen driving to the basket, and he'll sink it, and he'll break the deadlock here. 34-32. Langley up ahead by 2. Kuhn, bounce pass to his left to Olenek. Olenek back to Kuhn. Kuhn, court wide for Fry. Fry bounce pass to Kuhn. Kuhn stops up. Lets a shot go. No good. Loose ball recovered by the Lightning. They're going to bring it back the other way. Van Hoosen now slowing down. Tried to go for that no-look back drop pass to Cole Addison, but the Lightning will recover. Van Hoosen. Addison now. Asher Mayen. 12 to shoot here for Langley. Jonas Van Hoosen on the near side. Trying to walk around the shadow of Olenek. Shakes him off. Gets a shot to fly. No good. But he does draw the foul on the play. It'll go against Ty Olenek. He kind of bumped, kind of nudged Van Hoosen just a smidge as he was letting that shot go, and Van Hoosen will find the line for 2 here. Van Hoosen with his first trip to the line. He'll sink this first one. He'll try and go for his second. And he will sink 2. That brings his total points in this game up to 12, leading the Lightning so far this evening, and the score is 36-32 for the hometown team. St. Mike's looking to play a little bit of catch-up here. Olenek down low for Hellman, up top now for Kinahan. Goes across for Kuhn, driving to the basket there on the baseline, just popped in and out, recovered by St. Mike's, and letting the shot fall is Noah Hellman. And that pulls St. Mike's within 2. Asher Mayen on the near side being watched by Kinahan. He swings it up top for Addison. Addison drops for Simon. Simon connects with Addison once again. Addison now walking his way through, shot blocked by Hellman. Loose ball, and a foul being called here. And it's gonna go against Langley. And Caleb Castelline. St. Mike's now holding the ball as they inbound in front of the Langley bench. 7:20 to go here in this third quarter. Langley leading by 2, 36-34. Fry, swinging it over to Olenek. Olenek being shadowed there by Van Hoosen. He gets it into the near corner to Kuhn. Walking in, shot no good. Loose ball recovered by St. Mike's. They play it outside to Fry. Fry trying to shake off Van Hoosen. He finds on the far side Kinahan. Driving to the basket is Noah Hellman, and he'll draw the foul in the process. Going to go against Castelline, the foul, under 7 to go here in this third quarter. And Noah Hellman at the line, shooting for 2, his second trip to the line this evening to try and pull the Blue Jags even. Can't get the first shot to fall. He'll go for his second chance. Try and pull within 1. And he'll get the second one to fall, 36-35, a 1-point game. Van Hoosen goes across into the middle there for Castelline. Easy shot on for the Lightning, and they will increase their lead. It's a 38-35 score. Foul called underneath the basket here against Addison. So St. Mike's will inbound the ball here. Kinahan on the baseline. The inbound chance got tipped by Addison. He got a little bit of a piece of that ball. So St. Mike's will reset. Olenek now to inbound. By the way, that is Cole Addison's 3rd foul of the evening. St. Mike's now with the ball. Fry will play it to the outside. 17 to shoot. Fry looking for an angle here, as he's being watched by Mayen. Shakes him off, finds Kinahan into the middle for Hellman. Shot no good, got blocked by Castelline by a smidge. Langley back the other way now. Simon stopping up over center, gives it to Van Hoosen. Jonas Van Hoosen holds on for Mayen. Up top for Addison, drops it for Simon. Simon with 17 to shoot, finds Asher Mayen. Mayen, now Van Hoosen with the ball. Lets a shot go, no good. Thwarted out of bounds, and St. Mike's will get this ball back here with we're under 6 to go in the third quarter. Justin Salpica with you in the LEC South Court. BC High School Boys Provincial Basketball Championships. It's the AA quarterfinals between the St. Mike's Blue Jags and the Langley Christian Lightning. Tristan Kuhn now to Fry. Fry onto the near side for Kinahan. 14 to shoot for St. Mike's. Kinahan trying to go into the middle for Hellman. Pass too hot to handle. It's picked up by Mayen. Asher Mayen finds Simon on the far side. 5.5 to go here in this third. Van Hoosen. Mayen. Mayen back to Van Hoosen. Being watched by Kinahan. 12 to shoot now for the Lightning. Van Hoosen driving to the basket, plays it outside for Simon for 3 here. No good, just short, loose ball, and it's recovered by St. Mike's. They're going to bring it back the other way. This is Ty Olenek, given go to Kuhn. Plays it outside to Fry for 3, just short, loose ball. Fry trying to recover, just short, and Langley will get the ball back now with 5:04 to go. Checking into the game will be Justin Goes in relief for Simon. Lightning now with the ball. Van Hoosen over center. Finds Mayen. Mayen driving the baseline, trying to shake off Kuhn. Gets a shot on. No, he can't. He gets blocked by Kuhn, and he draws the foul. It'll be Kuhn, his 3rd personal foul of the evening, and at the line shooting for 2 will be Asher Mayen. Fraser Valley League MVP, sinks the first shot. And now he'll go for two. This is his first trip to the line this evening. And he'll sink the second one. That'll make it a 40-35 game with under 5 to go in this third quarter. St. Mike's down by 5. Fry now with the ball. He'll leave it for Olenek, who finds Kinahan. Kinahan being shadowed by Addison. He connects with Noah Hellman. Hellman playing that perimeter to Olenek. 13 to shoot for St. Mike's into the middle for Hellman. Just out of his reach. St. Mike's throws it out. And Langley will get this ball back. 4:29 remaining here in this third quarter. Langley with a 5-point lead over the Blue Jags. Mayen swings it to Van Hoosen. Van Hoosen into the middle there for Castelline. Gets a shot on, no good. And the Langley bench calling for a foul for a bit there, but they won't get one. Back the other way, St. Mike's for 3. That's Olenek, can't get it to fall. Loose ball recovered by Langley. Cole Addison will be called for the travel, and Langley will overturn it to St. Mike's now. 4:02 to go here in this third quarter. Checking into the game now, Hamish Park. As the ball will be inbounded by St. Mike's right in front of their bench. Tristan Kuhn holding, bounce pass to Hellman. 4 minutes to go here in this third. 14 to shoot for St. Mike's. Tristan Kuhn hands it over to Olenek. Olenek stopping up at the top of the arc, gives it to Kuhn. Kuhn for 3 here, just short. Loose ball picked up by Asher Mayen. He'll head man it up to Van Hoosen on the far side. Van Hoosen being watched by Kinahan, trying to shake him off. He will. Van Hoosen down into the paint, outside for Mayen. Mayen holds off for 3, he'll sink it. 43-35 the score for Langley. Asher Mayen sinking a 3, and St. Mike's will concede a timeout with 3:32 to go. Langley Christian extending their lead thanks to the Fraser Valley League MVP, Asher Mayen. The score, 43-35 here from the South Court. Justin Salpico back with you here at the LEC South Court. Langley Christian now holding their largest lead of the game this evening. They lead 43-35 over St. Mike's. Interesting statistic for both clubs here coming into this match. Langley with holding onto a 3-1 record over Vancouver Island schools. Meanwhile, for St. Mike's, they are 2 for 4 against Fraser Valley schools, including regular season and exhibition games. Tristan Kuhn now holding the ball for St. Mike's. Under 3.5 to go here in this third quarter. Kuhn trying to shake off the Lightning defense. He gets a shot on, no good. Loose ball picked up by Hellman, and he'll sink it for the easy 2, Noah Hellman. And it's a 43-37 game. Langley Christian now with the ball once again. This is Asher Mayen now. He'll beam it over to Van Hoosen. Van Hoosen shakes off Hellman to the basket. He'll sink it. 45-37 the score. Jonas Van Hoosen just walking around Noah Hellman on the baseline to extend Langley Christian's lead once again. We're under 3 to go here. St. Mike's with the ball, far side Kinahan just on the perimeter. Being watched there by Park. They played outside to Kuhn. Kuhn trying to walk into the middle. Gets his pocket picked there by Hamish Park. Park now will drive to the basket. Tried to connect with Asher Mayen on that 2-on-1 chance, but it's no good. The ball will go off of a St. Mike's player, so Langley now will inbound. Checking in is Izzy Hellman, but you had Asher Mayen, and Asher Mayen just driving to the basket on that 2-on-1. Langley now trying to reset here into the middle for Mayen. Gets it to fall, 47-37. Langley now 10 ahead of the Blue Jags. Kuhn over center. He'll find Fry. And in the near corner is Olenek. Steps back for three, just short, loose ball. And it's picked up by Langley. Van Hoosen now back the other way, being tailed by Olenek. Shakes him off. Van Hoosen outside. Driving to the basket now is Mayen. Gives it away to Olenek. Olenek trying to break free from Park, draws the foul in the process. Exactly 2 to go here in the third. 10-point lead for Langley as Olenek is at the line shooting for 2. It'll be his first trip to the line. It'll be his first trip to the line here this evening with exactly 2 on the dot. On the clock, gets the first one to fall, a 9-point game. Olenek trying to go for 2 now at the line. And we'll get the second one to fall. It's a 47-39 game. Langley gets it over center. This is Van Hoosen being watched by Olenek. Shakes him off. Near side now. Justin goes, being watched by Kuhn. Walking that baseline, bounce pass there for Castelline. Outside for Mayen. Mayen fakes a shot, tries to drive into the paint. Finds Goes. Goes trying to muscle his way through, no good. Langley still with the ball, 4 to shoot now. Desperation chance from Goes, he draws the foul. 92 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. That was a great attempt there from Justin Goes to just muscle his way through the Blue Jags defense under the basket, drawing the foul in the process, and he will be at the line shooting for 2, his first trip to the line. First one can't fall, score will stay put, 47-39. Justin Goes, last night shot 4 for 5 at the free throw line. Trying to sink his second, he will. And checking into the game will be Cole Addison. Addison on the Fraser Valley first All-Star team during the regular season and playoffs. Checking in. 1:32 to go here in this third quarter. Also checking into the game, Castellainen. In for Park. St. Mike's now with the ball up to over center. Fry shakes off Mayen. Outside for Kinahan for 3, just short. Loose ball recovered by St. Mike's. Well, he played to the outside there for Fry. Fry stops up into the middle for Hellman. Draws the foul in the process. Much to the dismay of Caleb Castelline. 1:12 to go here in the third. St. Mike's with the bonus. Hellman at the line shooting for 2, his second trip to the free throw. First one couldn't go, he'll try for 2. With 1:12 remaining here in this third quarter. Second chance for Noah Hellman. He'll get the second one to fall. It's an 8-point game, 48-40. Langley Christian still leads. Justin Solpico with you here at the LEC South Court. You're watching the BC High School Boys Provincial Championships on TFSE TV. Asher Mayen for 3 now, just short. Ball recovered by St. Mike's. And it's Carter Fry that will bring it over center for the Jags. Fry now stopping up. Will unleash a 3 of his own here, just short. Loose ball recovered by Langley Christian. They'll head man it to Mayen. Asher Mayen stops up. Plays it outside, intended for Justin Goes, just out of his reach. Too hot to handle. And with 39.4 seconds, St. Mike's will inbound. Checking into the game for Langley Christian will be Erman Simon in replacement for Mayen. Under 40 to go here in the third. Olenek with the ball over center. They'll find Kinahan. They'll swing it to Fry. 20 to shoot, 28 seconds left here in this quarter. Fry almost bobbled it. Shakes off Simon. Olenek now holding. Bounce pass in the middle for Noah Hellman. Driving to the basket. trying to walk his way through two Langley Christian defenders, successfully draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for the third time tonight. 18.4 to go here in this third, and that will be Cole Addison's fourth foul of the game. 18.4 to go here in this third quarter. At the line is Noah Hellman. Trying to close the gap here between LCS and St. Mike's. He sinks his first one, 48 to 41. Hellman with his second chance is good, and he cuts it to a 6-point deficit. Simon now with the ball being double teamed by St. Mike's, draws the fouls. He's trying to break out, 15.5 to go, as he was being double teamed there by Kinahan and Fry. And Langley will reset here. 15.5 to go. Simon with the ball at the baseline, looking for someone, bounce pass there to Van Hoosen. Van Hoosen being double teamed as St. Mike's is just trying to run up that foul chance. As the foul is going to go against Carter Fry. $12.4 to go here. As the officiating staff is going to give St. Mike's a warning here. Coach none too happy with that foul call, but at the line is Van Hoosen. Misses the first one. Score will stay put with 12.4 to go. Van Hoosen with his second chance at the line will sink it. And checking into the game now will be Tristan Kuhn for St. Mike's in his first appearance in the match tonight. Eli Alexander, the 5'11 guard, a junior for the Lightning. 10 seconds left here in this third quarter. St. Mike's looking for the last shot of the quarter. It's Carter Fry with 3 to shoot. Can't get it to fall. Hellman once again no good. Attempts from Fry and Hellman were unsuccessful at the tail end of the third quarter. And going into the final fourth quarter, Langley Christian leading 49-42. You're watching the BC High School Boys Provincial Basketball Championships from the Langley Event Center. It's AA quarterfinal action between the number 3 Langley Christian Lightning and the number 11 St. Mike's Blue Jags. Justin Solpica with you, 49-42 Langley. Justin Solpico back with you once again here. Langley Event Center, South Court is the location. TFSE TV is what you're watching on. This is the BC High School Boys Provincial Basketball Championships, the 74th edition. 10 minutes remaining in this game. Langley Christian leading St. Mike's. The winner will face either DP Todd or George Elliott in the semifinals tomorrow. Izzy Hellman for 3. He'll open up the scoring here in the fourth. Izzy Hellman. That makes him 2 for 5 in 3-point attempts. Van Hoosen being watched by Olenek. Van Hoosen still on the ball, stops up, takes a shot, just short, loose ball, picked up by St. Mike's. It's going to be Olenek that'll bring it back the other way. Olenek finds Kuhn. Kuhn swings it over to Hellman, walking the baseline. Izzy Hellman gets stopped in his tracks, plays it outside there for Fry. Fry swings it to Olenek on the near side. For 3, he'll sink it. Ty Olenek now 3 for 7 on 3-point attempts, only his 3rd this evening. Van Hoosen being watched by Kuhn. Far side, Mayen. Mayen being watched by Olenek, shakes him off. But Olenek will get a foul call against him. Langley Christian resets with 18 on the shot clock. Hamish Park will be checking in as a substitution in favor of Zach Wergland. Inbounding his man in front of his bench. He connects with Van Hoosen. Van Hoosen stops up for 3, just short. It's picked up by Hellman for St. Mike's, and he'll bring it back the other way. Izzy Hellman rifles it over to Carter Fry. Fry stops up as he's being watched by Mayen. He finds Kuhn. Kuhn into the paint, takes a shot, just short. Loose is picked up by Hellman off the glass. He'll pick that up and pot it home, and now it's a 50-49 game. St. Mike's right back into this here in this 4th quarter as they've regained the lead. Langley Christian now playing a little bit of catch-up outside for Justin. Goes for 3, short. Loose ball picked up by Hellman. He'll find Fry. Fry now stopping up. 8 minutes remaining here in regulation. Fry swings it to Olenek for 3, just short. And it'll go out of bounds and back the other way for Langley. That attempt from Olenek was his 3rd 3-point attempt of the evening, and that's the most out of anyone on the court tonight. 8 3-point attempts, and he only sunk 2. Van Hoosen now with the ball. Being watched by Noah Hellman, trying to dance his way through, spins around again. Finds Hamish Park under the basket, denied there. The pass for St. Mike's from Hellman, intended for Kuhn, chopped out of the way by Van Hoosen, so St. Mike's will resume with 7.5 to go. They'll reset. Fry now with the ball over center. Plays it into the far corner for Hellman. He's lethal in that corner, but he'll elect to find Fry. Fry driving to the paint outside for Noah Hellman in the near corner. Lets an easy 2 fall. And that extends St. Mike's lead to 3. 7:09 to go here in this 4th quarter. The lead has just flip-flopped back and forth between these two teams. Langley once finding themselves ahead by 10, but now St. Mike's leads by 3. Outside for Van Hoosen for Langley for 3. Van Hoosen sinks it. His 3rd 3-point chance that's been successful tonight. And it's a brand new ball game. 52-52 the score. Carter Fry trying to break the deadlock, driving to the basket, no good. Rebound picked up by St. Mike's. Olenek for 3, just short. Hellman now recovers for his club. Outside for Fry for 3. Can't sink it again. Loose ball. It's picked up now by Mayen. Now Langley will bring it back the other way. Jonas Van Hoosen into the corner goes for 3. He sinks it. Justin goes. Breaks the deadlock for Langley. 55-52 the score for the hometown school. Justin goes with his first successful three-point attempt of the evening. Makes it a 55-52 game. Noah Hellman in the paint, 15 to shoot for St. Mike's. He plays it to Kuhn outside trying for a 3 of his own, no good. It falls to Caleb Castelline, and a foul called against St. Mike's. Pace has significantly picked up here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams having both their fair share of 3-point attempts, just trying to extend the lead and put it out of reach. But right now, it's only a 3-point margin. Langley now finding themselves ahead over St. Mike's. Van Hoosen will bring it over center. He's being watched by Kuhn. Van Hoosen still holding on to it. Trying to walk around Kuhn, gets away from him. Kuhn will rifle it over to Mayen. Mayen trying to drive to the basket, stops up, takes a shot. It's loose, and it's picked up by Tristan Kuhn for St. Mike's University. Kuhn on the near side, stopping up at the top of the arc, being watched there by Goes. He rifles it over to Fry. Under 5.5 to go here in this final frame. Into the far corner for Olenek for 3, just short. It's recovered by Castelline for Langley Christian. They headman it back the other way. into the near corner. His goes out up top for Mayen. Mayen plays it outside for Park. Park connects with Van Hoosen, being watched by Noah Hellman. Van Hoosen trying to spin around the check of Olenek. 13 to shoot now for Langley. Jonas Van Hoosen holding on to this ball here, trying to make some space. Tried to find Mayen. It's intercepted by Olenek. He'll go to the basket and go for the easy layup, and that makes it a 55-54 game. Ill-advised pass there from Van Hoosen. Got picked off by Olenek, and it's a 1-point game here with 4:35 to go. Goes now. Finds Park. Outside for Mayen, driving to the basket. Can't get the shot to fall. It's loose. It's picked up by Kuhn. And St. Mike's now with the ball. They'll bring it back the other way. 4:20 to go here in this final frame here in regulation. Kuhn driving to the basket himself. Shakes off two Langley defenders. But the loose ball is picked up by the Lightning. With speed is Van Hoosen over center. Stops up, shakes off Hellman. Finds Hamish Park open, trying to go to the basket. Gets blocked by Hellman. Hellman will get a foul called against him. And with 4:04 to go here in the fourth, Hamish Park will take a trip to the line. Checking in for St. Mike's will be Will Kinahan. And Hamish Park will be at the line shooting for two. It'll be his first trip to the free throw line. As he sinks his first attempt, he extends the Lightning lead to 2. Park with his second chance. He sinks the second one, and that makes it a 57-54 game. Checking in now for the Lightning is Cole Addison. St. Mike's now bringing it over center. Fry and Kuhn. Fry holding. Stopping up, trying to shake off Mayen. He'll drive to the basket. Shots just short. Langley Christian back the other way with a head full of steam is Castelline. He connects with Van Hoosen, who gets the shot to fall. 59-54 the score with under 4 to go in the fourth. Kuhn. His Jaguars are down by 5. They play to the far corner for Fry, outside for Kuhn. 14 to shoot for St. Mike's as Kuhn's holding on to the ball. 10 now on the shot clock. Trying to go for that bounce pass to Hellman. Down the baseline, Izzy now. Jump ball as Caleb Castelline got tangled up with Hellman on the baseline. 3:18 to go here in this fourth, and Langley Christian now with possession. Jonas Van Hoosen over center. 3:10 to go. Van Hoosen trying to shake off Kuhn. Stops up, will find goes. Up top now for Addison. And a traveling call against Langley. We'll see the ball go back to St. Mike's. 3:03 to go here in this fourth. Checking into the game, Ty Olenek. Tristan Kuhn will inbound the ball to Carter Fry, and they'll bring it over center. 3 minutes to go in the final frame here. Winner will move on to the semifinals tomorrow night. For 3 is Fry, he sinks it. 59-57 the score, and it's a 2-point margin. Time ticking away for both of these clubs. Van Hoosen over center, near side for Asher Mayen. Mayen walking the baseline, can't get the shot to fall. Loose ball will be turned over by Langley Christian. They're gonna say it went off of Mayen, and now Kuhn will inbound. Timeout call conceded by Langley Christian as they find their lead cut to 2. 59-57 the score. We're gonna step aside, take a breather. You're watching BC High School Boys Basketball. It's the provincial championships in the AA draw. Quarter-final action between Langley Christian and St. Mike's. Langley Christian has the 2-point advantage. We're gonna be in for a tight finish, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Salpica with you here at the LEC South Court. Number 3, Langley Christian. Number 11, St. Mike's. Langley has a 2-point lead over St. Mike's, 59-57 the score. 2:33 to go here in the final frame as St. Mike's inbounds. Tristan Kuhn will bring it over center. St. Mike's trying to advance to the semifinals. Tristan Kuhn for 3, just short, and it's picked up by Asher Mahan. Langley Christian, on the other hand, on the tail end of probably one of their best seasons lately. 14th place last season, coming into this tournament 3rd. And Justin goes, we called, and he turns it over to St. Mike's. Carter Fry over center. Trying to shake off man. He plays it to the outside for Izzy Hellman. Up top for Fry. Fry trying to walk his way through. Plays it to the outside for Kuhn. Mishandled the ball. St. Mike's gives it away to Langley. Under 2 to go here, as Langley Christian will now inbound the ball. Asher Mahan will connect with Jonas Van Hoosen. Van Hoosen now trying to get around Kuhn. 1:40 to go here in the 4th quarter. Van Hoosen stopping up, trying to shake off Kuhn. He finds Goes up top for Van Hoosen. 10 to shoot for the Lightning. Asher Mahan stopping up for 3, just short. Loose ball picked up and recovered by Langley. A $1:20 left here in the 4th quarter, and Langley will hold on to the ball. Mahan to Van Hoosen. Van Hoosen and his Lightning sitting on a 2-point advantage. Van Hoosen driving to the basket himself. Gets a shot on, no good. Loose ball picked up by St. Mike's. Olenek keeps it in play, and they're going to have to hurry back fast. Tristan Kuhn on the near side for the Blue Jags. Finds Carter Fry. Under a minute to go here in the 4th quarter. 20 seconds to shoot for Carter Fry. He'll drive to the basket himself. Mishandles the ball, and they're going to say that St. Mike's will keep possession as it went off of Asher Mahan. 49.1 seconds to go, 17 to shoot for St. Mike's, and they will concede a timeout. 2 points separate number 3 and number 11. We're going to step aside, take a breather. It's AA quarterfinal action here at the LEC. (59-57) Langley Christian leads St. Mike's. 49.1 seconds. St. Mike's, the 11th seed, trying to bounce back after a no-show at last year's provincial tournament. They're trying to keep their hopes alive for a 4th straight finals appearance in 5 seasons. Meanwhile, Langley trying to shake off their ghost from last season after finishing 14th. They come into this tournament 3rd seed. St. Mike's gives the ball away with 43 seconds to go. Mahan now over center. He'll hold on to this ball here as he stops up right in front of a very sizable Langley Christian crowd. Of course, it's the hometown team with the lead, only by 2. Asher Mahan to the near side there for Van Hoosen, who lets a shot fly, no good. Rebound picked up by himself, shot clock off. St. Mike's now has to hustle back the other way. Carter Fry now over center, 18 seconds left. This could be the final play of the game. Carter Fry finds Tristan Kuhn, 11 to shoot for 3, and gets it to fall. 9 seconds left, Tristan Kuhn for 3. Langley Christian will concede a timeout. Tristan Kuhn for 3, and he gets his St. Mike's squad ahead by 1. A miraculous shot from Tristan Kuhn makes it a 1-point game. Langley Christian finding themselves down by 1. And the Lightning concede a timeout. 9 seconds left in regulation. We're going to be in for a very, very exciting finish here at the LEC. Timeout called by Langley. Justin Solpico back with you here at the LEC South Court. 60-59. St. Mike's leads Langley Christian. A three-point shot from Tristan Kuhn, the difference maker with 9 seconds left. Out of the timeout, Langley Christian will inbound in their offensive zone. This is Cole Addison. Finds Asher Mahan. Time ticking down. Mahan driving to the basket himself, plays it outside there for Van Hoosen for three, just short. It's picked up by St. Mike's. Foul called, it's no good. St. Mike's, the 11th seed, takes down the 3rd seed Langley Christian, and their bid for a finals appearance is still alive. The St. Mike's Blue Jags defeat the hometown Langley Christian Lightning 60-59. Tristan Kuhn, the hero, in the 4th quarter. And the season for Langley Christian is done. The 3rd seed coming into this tournament, 1st place in the Fraser Valley, defeated by St. Mike's just by 1. The difference maker was Tristan Kuhn's three-pointer with 9 seconds left in regulation, and St. Mike's bid for a 4th finals appearance in 5 seasons is still alive. They move on to the semifinals tomorrow night, and they will face either the DP Todd Trojans or the George Elliott Coyotes. Final score from Langley in this quarterfinal match: St. Mike's 60, Langley Christian 59. The boys 2A draw continues on TFSE TV. It's later tonight and of course until Saturday. This is Justin Solpico saying so long from the LEC South Court. St. Mike's victorious over Langley Christian.